I'm N.T. Wright. Welcome to my study here in Oxford. I'm going to be talking about Romans chapter 15, verse 13, where Paul says, as a prayer and a blessing, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." It's a wonderful sequence, the God of hope giving himself to you so that you have joy and peace as you believe. Paul is packing in a lot here. And then particularly that you might overflow with hope. That's like if you've got a mug or a jug and you're filling it with water or some other liquid and it flows out into the whole room. That's what Paul wants it to be like with hope. Why? Because hope means looking to the future, which we don't know what's going to be at all, but knowing that it's God's future and that God's purposes are going ahead. God's wise and powerful hands have got that future secure. How do we know that? Isn't that just whistling in the dark? And the answer is no. We know it because of the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. That's when God's future came with a surprise and a shock into the present world and determined what God's future world is now going to look like. And from the energy of that comes the gift of the Holy Spirit, who enables the future which has already appeared in the resurrection to become real in and through our lives and in God's world. And Paul wants this to apply to whole communities, to hearts and minds within those communities, because for the Roman church of his day to whom he's writing, hope would mean, well, we are being persecuted, or we're likely to be persecuted. No, we are going to hope in God. We are likely to find poverty threatening because often in the early church, people would lose jobs or find that nobody was doing business with them anymore because they were following Jesus. But God's purposes are not going to be thwarted. People in the Roman church were going to find death itself staring them in the face. But God is the God who raised Jesus from the dead. And you know, in Rome, not long after Paul's day, there was an emperor called Trajan. And to this day you can see Trajan's column, a great celebration of this great Roman emperor. But today, the figure on the top of that column isn't Trajan, it's St. Peter, one of Jesus' greatest followers. We can take everything that the world can do and we can say, but God. That's the vision that Paul has for the Roman church of his day.